Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Can you hear that bird up there? We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Beautiful day. How to become positive when other people are negative. Let's just... Woo!
Watching this right now, you've won. You've won the game of life. You just don't know it yet. As of May 2019, there are approximately 7.7 billion humans on our planet. 7.7 billion people, just like you and me, living their own lives, with their own jobs, relationships, hobbies, and not one is the same as any other. The number of events, situations, and interactions that happen on a daily basis across everyone on Earth is a number so high that it's hard to fathom. But something that is even harder to understand is how you're even here in the first place. A lot has happened over the course of history, like a lot of things. There was nothing, and then there was something. There were a lot of things. And all of this, the entire history of the universe, has led you to this very second. The timeline we live in, the one where you're breathing and using your senses to get all the information from this video. What are the odds of that happening? Everything has led to this moment. By the numbers, you shouldn't even be here in the first place.
The only risk is that you'll go insane. The only risk is that you'll go insane.
re-seeing a bit of my video by accident, and I just wanted to say, I felt like there was a confusion maybe when you see that death equals life. It's that, what I'm saying is, for example, God said in the Old Testament, put the lamb's blood on your door so that when the spirit, the angel of death passes over, that you'll be okay, that it'll pass you by. So the spirit, I keep saying that, the angel of death came and killed everybody who didn't have the lamb's blood on their door, okay? Well, what do you think that means? I mean, whatever that spirit angel was is one with God, doing the will of God. Okay, so, you're like, oh, well, God said put the lambs on your door, but you think the angel of death wasn't him? So what I'm saying is, all of us are free to choose our own fate. Will we die like Jesus on the cross and sacrifice our life to be driven by money? Which is actually the opposite of everything Jesus stood for, but he couldn't save himself. And that was for a reason, because we needed the Antichrist, Satan, to come in and lead us back towards life, to show us the way. Now, this may or may not be reality for this part, but I was noticing in this study of a muon, and we may be able to look at this more in the future, but it's basically one elementary particle similar. It's an elementary particle. Sorry, I'm a little wound up. Similar to the electron. Okay? So what that means is, it's similar to the electron. It's not, it's an elementary particle that's similar, but it's not the same thing. What I'm saying is, if you look at muonium, it's an exotic atom made of antimuon and an electron. Okay? And this is a real thing. But it's hard for me to get all into it now, but basically, true muonium is just theoretical, which is instead of an exotic atom made up of an antimuon and an electron, true muonium has to do with an antimuon and a muon. Okay, not an electron. Okay, it's theoretical. Yes, these are. It may have been generated in the collision. Okay, so look what we learned there. Okay. There's the positronium. Electron and positron. Okay, in which I got this confused, but for those of you who don't know, the electron is this. And because I thought it would be the one with the plus, which in positron would clearly be the one with the plus. I understand, but if I made a mistake, then you could make a mistake, so I'm just telling you. So here's the positron, here's the electron. Because it's one positron, it's one electron balanced by a positron. Which is, it's interesting because, I'm sorry, it shows that we're backwards on everything. What we think is yin is yang, and what we think is yang is yin. And so we can't even begin to grasp what's actually going on. I don't want to get into that, but you can see what I mean. Like, we think of yin as the receptive, but the electron is the sun above our heads, but it's represented as negative, so it's just like really interesting. And if I sat and thought with that for a while, I'm sure I could get to things. But here, contrasting to positronium, and again, we get the onium because that is a bound state of a particle and an antiparticle. So, this is where they're actually bound together as one. Yeah, so basically, this is something that's real. It's based on a muon. It's similar to an electron. It's classified as a lepton. As is the case with other leptons, the muon is not believed to have any substructure. That is, it is not thought to be composed of any simpler particles. Its antiparticle is an antimuon. The thing is, it's interesting that it's similar. Okay, I've totally veered off again in another direction, but it's just interesting that it's similar to an electron. It's just not quite, so it's considered a lepton. But, if it was truly like an electron, then they would be able to create an onium, but that's an onium that you can't have. It's the bound state of a particle and its antiparticle. The only exception is a muon and an antimuon, which is true muonium. But an electron anti-muon bound state does occur, which we see here, whose name was assigned by, it says like, I think it's IUPAC. I don't know what the fuck that would be interesting investigation, right? Anyway, a muon anti-muon onium is called true muonium. Okay, but it's theoretical and it's been yet to be observed. But it's really interesting if you think about how